Hello, my friends. What is up? It is Adam, live here tonight on a Monday night. If you guys have never met me before, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Adam Shively. I'm the founder of TransformationCoach.me. I am based out of Bloomington, Indiana. I'm here in my gym that I own here in Bloomington, NGPT and Fitness. Shout out to our hometown crew here. But I used to weigh 327 pounds, so I used to weigh over 100 pounds more than I weigh right now. And losing 100 pounds, I obviously learned a lot. When you lose that much weight, you learn something, right? So I took what I learned, I started a boot camp program, and the funny thing is, my unique perspective allowed me to create unique programs that made a unique impact, and my hometown lost 35,000 pounds over a 5-year time span, and that was really cool. It made me feel really good to impact the hometown that I grew up in that way. And now what I'm doing is I've created a $1 million mission. So I'm taking all my programs online. I'm trying to inspire people through my podcast, through live casts like this one here tonight. And I want to create 1 million pounds of impact anywhere that people will listen to me. So anybody that can get this live feed, I want to make sure that I can make an impact on you. So, real quick, I want to welcome Doug's on the live cast. Joanne, what's up? She made it live. Great job. So, that's the intro. That's who I am. And tonight, I kind of put an advertisement up earlier. You may have seen it. Maybe not. Maybe I just popped up onto your phone magically. But tonight, I want to talk about a topic that I just did a podcast on that deals with how to cure transformation light switch syndrome. Now, what the heck is that, Adam? It's probably what's going through your mind. And so I'm sure that some of you have had this experience. Maybe you know people that have this experience where you kind of get fired up about some transformation goal you have, weight loss, getting stronger, looking better, feeling healthier. You get fired up about it, and you do a thing. You do a program, like you do some Weight Watchers. You do a boot camp. You hire a personal trainer, and you go 2-3 months, get some great results, and then all of a sudden, whoops, something happens and you totally shut down, or you just the program ending. So you just did a boot camp, 8-week boot camp, lost a bunch of weight, and then boot camp's over, your mindset just totally flips back. That's what I call light switch syndrome. So when you are in something, the light switch is on. When that thing ends, the light switch is off, and you go back to all the habits that you used to do. So you eat the way that you used to eat, you exercise or don't exercise the way that you used to, and you lose all that progress. You lose all those results. So that is a big part of what I refer to as the black hole of fitness doom. People getting results, something happens, or a program ends, they completely lose focus, they fall back, and it's just a vicious cycle. It's so hard on your body, it's hard on your mindset, it's hard on your wallet. I mean, you're paying for these personal training sessions, you're investing your time, your money, your effort, your energy, and you deserve to have those results stick. So, I've got 8 tips, an 8-step process, if you will, to help you cure the transformation light switch syndrome. So if you're somebody, or if you know somebody that kind of goes on and off, you go in, you get into the fitness thing, and then you turn it off, back and forth, this is going to be a great topic. If you know people that may be interested in this, I'd love to have you share this live cast. Just give it a share, either live or once I post the replay. That'll get the message out there, and I greatly appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. So, first thing you need to do, what I basically want to teach you how to do is build a bridge. This is where people struggle. They set goals, but the goal is just kind of out there, or it's in their journal, and we need to bring it closer to you to where you actually have an action step to ignite the process to start marching towards that goal. That's where people mess it up. So I'm going to give you a process to follow right now. Here we go. First step, you need to start with a 12-month goal. I love a yearly goal because it's far enough away that it gives you some time to work on it, but it's close enough. It's not like a 10-year goal. So you're going to feel some pressure. Month by month, you need to feel that pressure to be doing something to work on that 12-month goal. So that's the first step. Sit down, think about a 12-month goal. Second step, I want you to establish a massively strong why behind that goal. So if you have a 12-month goal of losing 60 pounds, well, why? Why does that matter to you? What kind of impact is that going to make on your life? What kind of a difference is that going to make with you, your health, and the people around you, the people that you care about? What is your why? When people get caught up in this transformation light switch syndrome, a lot of it is, it's just their why. Their why isn't strong enough. I was doing a coaching call with a client earlier where he was kind of struggling with motivation to get to the gym. And, I said, we got to build that why. I mean, you need to find out what your why is. I told him you got to hope to find your why before your why finds you. And you guys know what I mean. Things like heart attack, diabetes, stroke, all that stuff is caused by us not treating our body the way it should be treated, investing time, money, and effort into getting our body where it needs to be. And that's a scary situation. So I don't want any of you guys to have to go through that. So we find the why before it finds us. So that's tip number 2, establish a strong why behind your goal. Tip number 3, set up some sort of a reminder system for your why. All right, some ideas on this. You can post a note. Just put a simple note on your bathroom mirror of what your why is. Maybe it's a picture of somebody that you care about. Maybe it's just a note of you writing how you're going to feel when you accomplish the goals. Or you can take it to a whole new level like I did. When I decided I was going to lose my weight, I initially didn't set a 100-pound goal, but ended up being that. But I just knew I wanted to change my life and get things going. So I posted my goals everywhere. So like in my locker in the gym, all over my car, not just in one little spot, like on the roof. I'm taking girls out on dates, but my goals posted everywhere. My refrigerator, all over my house. I went crazy with it. But I take things to a whole different level. You guys know that. So that's an idea. Post a note or several. Do a journal or do a daily affirmation where you really try to connect to that why. And that's something that I've been doing a lot of lately, where I do some positive visualization where I actually try to think about some goals I've already achieved that I had set previously. Like I think about the person that I was 100 pounds heavier. And I try to kind of connect to that when I do my visualization in the morning. I think, all right, I was in a place where I knew I had a huge challenge in front of me, and I did it. So I kind of connect with that. And then I'm in a place now where I have big goals where I want to grow some more and get better with my health, fitness, my business, all that stuff. And I connect with that person and think, I'm going to be there someday. So I kind of visualize what that's going to be like. So that's something you can try out as well. But that's just what I'm doing. So tip number 3, set up a reminder system to remind you of what your why is and be surrounded by that. Tip number 4, I want you to take your 12-month goal and break it down into quarters. So, for example, the example I talked about, losing 60 pounds in a year, that's 15 pounds per quarter. All right, so just kind of bite-size it. Then we go, tip number 5, I want you to break that goal down into a 28-day cycle. So a 28-day goal will be 5 pounds in 28 days. And then the next tip number 6, is to get your mind focused around doing 13 consecutive 28-day cycles. So what does that mean? 13 by 28 is 365. That's a full year of setting up a 28-day cycle where you're connected to your goal, you've got a strong why behind it, and you are understanding what you're trying to accomplish. You have to get your mind right, though, and not think, I'm just going to try this for a little bit. I'm just going to try this and see how it goes. Like, you need to be determined and have reminders in your phone when you're going to set up your next 28-day cycle. And the next tip number 7, I've got a free tool to help you. And I will post a link in the replay. I promise you that. I don't have it live because I just don't know how to do that. So there you go. But I've got a battle plan workbook. It's my number 1 transformation tool. I give it to all my clients. I force feed this to all my clients. I'm like, do this, do this, do this. Every 28 days, I hunt people down that I coach. Even if they aren't still paying me, I will email them randomly and say, hey, where's your workbook? I want to see it. I want to hold you accountable to doing the workbook. So it's that big of a deal to me. It is the perfect transformation tool, in my opinion, to help you set up these 28-day cycles, because we're going to map out your danger zones, think about what could throw you off track in the next 28 days. We use what I call a cheat bank strategy to help minimize damage from when you go off of your game plan with your nutrition plan. You're going to map out your nutrition, your fitness. We're going to have weekly reminders of your why. It is, in my opinion, the best thing you can plug into, and it's free. I'm going to give that to you for free. I'll put a link for the download in the comments as soon as we are done here. So that is tip number 7. Tip number 8, final tip, is you need to attach accountability anchor points to your entire goal, your why. So what I mean by accountability anchor points, if you're going to climb a mountain, you need to make sure that you're anchored in as you climb. And you don't want just one anchor point, because that's a long fall still, and you're dangling. And if that anchor point goes away, you know what happens. You fall all the way to the bottom. And that happens with weight loss all the time. I see it all the time. So you need anchor points where, let's say you did a boot camp and you've hired a personal trainer, and that personal trainer is your only accountability anchor point, and they just moved out of town. You have no accountability anchor point. You quit showing up. You have no reason to quit. You have no reminder. No one's expecting you to show up now, and we're kind of screwed. So you want to try to establish an accountability anchor point in each major section of your life. So if you spend a significant amount of time in a place like work, like home, like church, social circles, try to establish an accountability anchor point or a person that you can connect with that's going to hold you accountable. For example, obviously a lot of us work. You go to the workplace and you establish a weekly lunch walk. So every Wednesday over lunch, a certain group of people will expect you to be there, you expect them to be there, and you all walk for 30 minutes while you drink a protein shake or whatever. Social circles, you can meet with a group of friends and play basketball, soccer, go for a run, go for a bike ride on the weekend. Social circle, that's an important one. Home life, maybe you all go and do a workout together, you do a workout video together. You and your spouse go for a bike ride, you do some family fitness time. Anything where it's a routine, you do it on this day, this time, it always happens and it's expected. If it doesn't happen, people will be missing you. They will let you know, hey, you weren't there, I'm holding you accountable, you need to be there. So you want to include as many accountability anchor points as you can. I realize that those situations aren't going to work out for everybody. Sometimes you don't get the home support that you wish that you had, and that's always a bummer. But you need to attach as many as you can and keep looking to build those. Facebook groups are another awesome opportunity. You can join my Facebook group. I'll hold you accountable. Just go to defeatthecheat.com, www.defeatthecheat.com. That'll get you where you can request to join my accountability, my Facebook group. It's free, and I'd love to hold you accountable. That's my thing. It's kind of my jam. Make sure you have strong anchors, though. People mess this up where they kind of get a group in a Facebook group, a really good example. They'll get in a Facebook group with friends that all kind of struggle, and they're all struggling, and that's not always a good recipe. Make sure that you have somebody that's on point, that's rocking it, has great momentum, and they can kind of pull you up. All right, and eventually you're that person. You have to pull somebody else up, and you have to pull that other person back up. But make sure that some of the people are rocking it, and that they can kind of be your momentum builder people that you can feed off that energy and borrow a little bit of their energy until you build your own. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So, real quick recap. Step 1, start with a 12-month goal. Step number 2, establish a massively strong why. No wimpy whys, like my friend Joanne says. Step number 3, set up a reminder system for your why. Step 4, break that goal down into quarters. Step number 5, break that quarterly goal into 28-day cycles. Step number 6, get your mindset so that you are going to do 13 consecutive 28-day cycles. Step number 7, download my free Transformation Battle Plan Workbook and use that to set up your 28-day cycle. And then step number 8, attach as many accountability anchor points as possible to keep you accountable, keep you on track towards that goal. All right, now if you struggle with this, with transformation light switch syndrome, if you are one of those people or you know somebody that loses weight, gains weight, gets momentum, loses momentum, and you need some handholding, you need some support, you need some help beyond what I've described here, I want you to try this first. Of course, it's all free stuff. Make an impact. That's my main goal here. But if you need more than that, I've got something new that I'm really proud of. I just launched registration for my brand new Transformed Academy. Now, I spell out transform, and then brackets ED. So transformation education, easiest for me to say. So it's all about transformation education. It's a new online academy. It's on sale. We just launched it. You can get 50% off by using the code LAUNCH. That's going to get the yearly price down to $147, 50% off of that $297 price. So with that, you're going to get all of my follow-along fitness programs. So follow-along workout videos from beginner level to expert level, body weight workouts. I know a lot of people struggle. They go to a gym. They have a gym membership. What the hell do I do? I'm here. I just kind of mess around. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. I'm going to show you how to go to a gym and crush your transformation. Go and do the right things, the right sets, the right reps, the right weight, when to change all that, how often you should be doing certain exercises. All that's taken care of. So I have different modalities within the academy, whether you are brand new, just need bodyweight workouts, or going to a gym, kind of some advanced transformation stuff, get a barbell in your hands. What do I do now? I've got all my nutrition protocols, and we're going to keep loading more up. Every 90 days, I am committed to creating new programs and loading them up to keep things fresh. That's another huge danger zone. People just get kind of bored. They get stale with their nutrition. They get stale with their workouts. They want something new. I'm going to provide that with you, so you're not stuck with the same old DVDs. Like, I'll put the old DVD in there. Let's do this again. And you can like recite the workout. You know the music. You know all this stuff. And you can kind of pretty much just do it in your head. So none of that. It's all accessed online, anywhere you want, on your mobile device, iPad, Kindle, your computer, whatever. You can even get it up on your TV. And so access it anywhere, anytime. And the cool thing is that we keep the information fresh. Super important. I know my friend Joanne's in there. I know Doug's in there. So we're getting people going. Then I want to hold you accountable, because that's how I make an impact on you. Like, all the programs, that's cool. I love being creative, creating new stuff. That's my jam. I'm overly creative. I'll probably put too many things in there. And you're like, oh my God, put all this new stuff. I can't handle it all. It's so exciting. I can't handle it. So I will fulfill that promise, but I also want to hold you accountable. So 2 ways we're doing that. I've added into the academy monthly coaching calls. I'm going to get you on the phone. It'll be between 1 and 3 people. So it might just be me and you, or it could be me and you, another person, or a third person in there. We're going to sit down and map out your goals. We're going to map out your transformation danger zones, and we're going to make sure that you're using the right tools within the academy so that you can reach those goals. All right. Once a month we do that. You're going to get connected with me directly, and I'm going to take good care of you. We also set up Facebook accountability groups. I call them triple accountability groups, because I'm going to be patrolling the waters. Your peers in there are going to be holding you accountable. And I've assigned one of my coaches that I've trained, that started as a client, that's had amazing results with me. I've trained them in. They are going to patrol every day and be there for Q&A, recipe ideas, fitness ideas, whatever you need. They will take care of you. So those Facebook groups are included as well. I also tossed in a bonus. I create tools all the time, like the Battle Plan Workbook, and I've listed my entire transformation toolbox. So whatever your danger zone is, I know a lot of people struggle with vacation, so I created a strategic vacation planner tool. People struggle with the holidays. I've got a holiday planning tool. So all these tools are listed in there as well. There's a lot of info, but I've structured it so that I take you by the hand and I walk you through it. Do this first, do this second, do this next, and we start building that bridge from where you are now to where you want to be, and we get the job done. As I talked about in the beginning of the show, I'm on a 1 million pound mission, and I'm going to get it done. I've set such big goals for my life. I just know I can do this. I know that losing 100 pounds was probably the hardest thing I'll ever do. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are sitting there, and it's like you're looking up at a great big mountain, and you're like, I got to climb this sucker. I'm scared as hell to do it, but I know I need to do it. And I can tell you, you guys are worth it. It may be the hardest thing that you ever do, but we'll get the job done. So if I can help you in any way, just let me know. I love interacting with people. I love when we get comments. Man, I've gotten the nicest emails and messages on Facebook, messages on Instagram. I was lucky enough to be on a very popular podcast as a guest. I have my own podcast. You should check out the Transformation Coach.me podcast. But I was on the Learn True Health podcast with my friend Ashley James. It's the #1 in the health category for new and noteworthy on iTunes. And so many people have messaged me and emailed me. The show got great reviews. And I'm just really excited to connect with you guys. Doing this, podcasting, live casting, it's kind of weird because I'm kind of just spitting knowledge into my phone and hoping that it connects with somebody. So it's so nice to know that it's connecting, it's making a difference, and it just fires me up. It fuels my energy. I've got a lot of energy to start with, but it really adds fuel to the fire. So I appreciate you guys so much for just letting me know that it's connecting. That's a big deal to me. It's a very big deal. So that's it for tonight. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Send me a message. Don't be surprised if I send you a big old message back, and I get excited to connect. So that's it for tonight. I will be back here in the next couple of days. We're going to teach on a couple more topics. I really want to help you wrap your mind around the transformation process. I feel like it's so helpful to be able to visualize things and you have a process so that you understand, like, you know what? I struggle with weight loss, but I'm not any different than anybody else. Other people do this too. And so I'm going to help you kind of visualize where you're at, where you want to be, and the path to get there. And I think it's going to be very helpful. I think you'll like it. So that's it. I'm going to shut up. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in live. I appreciate the shares. Anytime you could share a live video like this, I greatly appreciate it. Whether it's the replay, whether it's the live cast, it is super awesome. I tell you what, let's see, it is Monday night. Tomorrow night, I'll pop on here. I'll see who has shared this video. And if you've shared it, I'll put your name in the hat. We'll draw out, and I'll do a free, either a book giveaway or a free t-shirt. I'll let you pick, and I'll mail you either my book or one of my t-shirts, one of my transformed t-shirts, and I'll let you pick. So give it a share. I appreciate it. And help me spread the word, guys. As always, I want you to get out there. I want you to own it. Every meal, every workout, every day. I will see you soon, my friends.